Hello, hello. Hello, beautiful people. What you guys doing? Okay. So, I didn't have any good expeditions, but we need to reveal more. Nothing to drink, bleak and awful, warm and risky. Sulfite. You know what? I think this one is going to be like doable. Nothing to drink, warm and risky. I think that this one is going to be doable. It's probably only going to be 4 nodes in here for Aldur saga. I think we're gonna move towards this spot over there. Yep. Because this one is not good. I think. Let's take a look. Wild roaming free, unknown ruins, endless cliffs, something fishy. Actually, this one also has 4. What's up, Bruce? This one also has 4. But it has 2 freaking uniques. All that glitters and the merchant. Freaking 2, man. All good here. All good. Still breathing. That's a good sign. All good. Hello. How are you, Bruce? Is this Bruce Nolan? Or, Bruce Wayne? Bruce Wayne, excuse me. What is that? Alright, bada bing, bada boom, 3. Ooh hoo hoo. Monster rarity. I mean, this map kind of sucks actually, but you know what? For these expeditions that are not super crazy. Okay, this one, 41% monster effectiveness. I'm keeping this. Ooh. Alright, finally some good freaking food, man, as Gordon would say. And you know, just going to call it some good freaking maps. Finally, boys. Okay, so these one we can run here. I've seen so many people glazing expedition without mentioning that you need to have an extremely strong build to make it efficient. Extremely strong? I would say that maybe it's slightly exaggerated. I would say that strong build would be a sufficient word to use. I think that strong build is the right word to use, not gonna lie. Alright, we're gonna reroll this. You need to have, you know, it is harder than most content. It's arguably the hardest content in the game right now. But, I feel like I kind of talked about it yesterday. Oh. Oh. Perfect reels, man. I kind of talked about it yesterday, and I think that the hardest content in PoE 2 is still relatively easy compared to what you see in PoE 1. In PoE 1 Valdos. Okay, let me put it this way. In PoE 2, Grand Expeditions are hard, but they're not that hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can, with like a functional build that, you know, is set up properly, you will be able to do this. Shouldn't be that huge of an issue, right? Whereas in PoE 1, if you want to, for example, be doing Valdo maps, then, you know, there are Valdos in PoE 1 that will be capable of pretty much destroying any freaking build in the game. That's how hard it is. So there are like maps in PoE 1 where like 10 people on the server will be able to do. That's how crazy it gets. I'm not exaggerating. So, I mean, with Aldur saga and you pick difficult runes to run, last couple of runs can spawn very difficult monsters. That's true. But on this build here, on Pillar, Ritualist, that we've been working on past week, I have to admit, we've been running these, and they're still doable, 100%. And I don't even consider that, this build, like the most crazy build, you know? It's a strong build, that's it. It's like nothing particularly insane or something like that, you know what I mean? So if this build is capable of doing that rather easily, then you know, for sure there is hope for most people still. You just have to have like a good build, right? And not a garbage build, basically. Just kill the Doriani going to Act 4 as Hardcore SSF. Hardcore SSF? Ooh, that's what I'm talking about, man. So you decided that today is a day to like wake up and get a challenge. It's a day to challenge yourself, huh? I respect that. I mentioned it before. I'm a huge fan of hardcore. Huge fan. Hardcore definitely adds a lot of depth to the game, to the gameplay. Makes you think how you want to, you know, build your character, because defense all of a sudden is not like this thing that, oh, I'm gonna die from time to time. Oops. I mean, you don't want to die, most likely, in hardcore. Dying is probably not a great thing there. So you want to avoid that as often as possible. So it basically like there are stakes in this game mode. I think that hardcore is super fun and super interesting to watch also. And there is a good possibility that in the future we're going to be playing hardcore or doing like a hardcore challenge or something like that. It's possible. Now, when it comes to SSF, I freaking hate that. I don't like SSF at all. Hardcore great, SSF a little bit less so. Yeah, which armor back attachment are you using on the Ritualist build? Those blue crystals, they look so sick. This is... I don't think this is going to be achievable normally. I really don't think so. This is... I do believe back attachment from PV1 from patch 3.4 Delve League, which was like 10 years ago, and this is a back attachment that you get for that you used to get for completing the challenges in that league. So I'll be honest with you, I am not 100% confident if this can be purchased. You would need to check yourself. There is like a really cool thing that I have that many people ask me in PV1, and I'm so freaking happy that I played back then. In patch 3.0. So this is literally last time they reworked the campaign in PV1. We went from having 3 difficulty levels to just like 10 acts straight up, right? That was like over, I think over 10 years ago. And from that league, for completing 36 challenges, so almost all of them, 36 out of 40, you gain a special like aura effect, like a visual under your feet. And so many people ask me how to get that, and you can't. This is just like a special thing that's gonna be on my account forever. I'm so freaking happy, dude. This league, by the way, this was in the Harbinger League. This league doesn't even exist anymore. They removed it. So I'm not gonna lie, I guess I'm freaking I'm gonna flex a little bit, boys. There you go. Taichi Słowianie, what's up, Klepsik? Zdarov or Privet or whatever. How are you doing, my man? You know, I highlighted the rune stack like they add on the rest of the remnants. Yes. Oh, of course. And that's how you get like really good juice in those maps. We've been getting, on the very good maps, we've been getting like 12, 14 divines. Raw divine drops per map. From really good ones. So the answer is yes, I do. Doing great, just got SteelSeries mousepad for my friend's birthday. Oh, heck yes. And also, tell him happy birthday from me, if we're gonna have opportunity. I'm not gonna sing a song, like happy birthday song, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna do that. But happy birthday. Regardless. You know what? I'm going to try to freaking we're gonna try to craft on these gloves, my friends. Call me crazy, but I think I will. I think I will. Boom, boom, boom. Again. Oh, 87 life is not something that is going to make these gloves very expensive, I think. They had, like, I think T1 rarity on the suffix. If we had, like, T1 rarity on the prefix. If we can even roll T1. It is T1. Let's take a look. Double flat damage and T1 rarity. What do you mean a pair like that doesn't exist? I mean, maybe we can sell them for a little bit. I don't know. Maybe just a little bit. I'm gonna try to sell it for 3 divines. 3 divines sound fair. Let's go. I'm gonna get the new set of tablets after this map. This is without Aldur Saga. It's like, you know, whatever anyway. Most of those maps we're probably going to straight up skip. Oh, that's 1 divine though. So not this one, I guess. Show me what you got, boy. What is this? Pharaoh rule of the chase. We're chasing, boys. Apparently they buffed Abyss. Now tablets effect can apply to monsters in abyssal depths, so more Omen of Light drops. Oh, I think they did that a long time ago at this point, right? I think that was a change from quite a bit ago. And yes, that is true. Abyss has always been, like, you know, very good farm. That being said, I think that it's much less efficient now. I really like Abyss, and I farm Abyss pretty often. That being said, I don't think it's that amazing anymore. Omens of Light dropped in price a little bit. Over the past, you know, weeks. Omens of, on the other hand, Abyssal Echoes are very cheap at this point. Yeah. Like, wait. Yep. Know what? I want to at least get to these chesty boys over here. In this map, if we can. Okay, we can. That's gonna be better than nothing. You know, say whatever you want. These chests drop, oh, I'm sorry. They drop divines often. There's no same song playlist like the past week. What do we mean? Bless you, thank you, Allergy. How are you doing, my friend? You're gonna be playing Pee-wee 1 LRG. Did you see the teasers? Damn, new tiebreaker. Tide. I don't remember its name. Now you're not going to? Okay. You're missing out, boys. People that will not play that. What do you say in Polish? Person who just sneezed? Na zdrowie. Kinda sound like zdarowy, no? Say na zdrowie. Just equivalent of bless you. How about I love you in Polish? Kocham cię. Something like that. Obviously you could say it in many different ways, but I guess the most classic is this. Say bomba. Bomba. Bomba clot. Yo, that was the finest sneeze in Jamaica, yeah, man. Bless you, brother man. Yo, what's up? What's up, Path of Tourist? Hello. Bomba clad, boys. Feeling me? Probably have the same idea, wishing health. Yeah. Alright, that was the most freaking empty well, you know, okay, whatever. That was still 3 divs. It wasn't that empty. Oh, come on. But, wasn't that... Okay, I'll take it back. We had 3 irradiated tablets here, too. That was actually almost 4 divines. Overall profit from that. That was actually not bad at all. It took us like 5 minutes. Alright, we need this. Boom. Do I have more from the Aldur? Nope. 85 left. It's not too many. Alright, let's farm. Let's craft some maps, boys. What do you guys think? That map sucked. It's not you. Alright. Thanks for clarification. I was freaking afraid for a second that I just showed you guys some extreme ass suckage, but thankfully it was just a map. It wasn't me. Thank you. Thank you for saving my mental. Bada beam, bada boom. Nope. Holy smokes, these maps freaking... They're not the best, just put it this way. What do you guys think about the mapping system generally in this game? And what I mean by that... Actually, I'm not gonna put them in. What I mean by that is, what do you think about you finding all these freaking maps and, like, a lot of them being, like, wasted? Use omens? We could, but what I've been doing basically is I've been trying to corrupt them and get 8 mods, and I've been running 8 mods instead. 8 mods is definitely... And most of the time they have good stats too, like a lot of effectiveness, right? So, so I found that like a pretty... That's a pretty viable way to, like, you know, craft maps, because, you know, all of these maps that you're getting, let's be honest, most of them, I mean, there's nothing I can do with them, right? You can sometimes you get like 15 freaking maps per map that you pick up. So elements are pretty expensive too. This is definitely way cheaper. These elements for chaotic, like, you know, chaotic something, whatever they're called, they're pretty expensive. They're not super cheap. It's like, you know, getting the 8 mod maps naturally with a lot of, you know, monster effectiveness and stuff. I think it's a pretty fine way of dealing with that problem. Wish they did something with life, with maps, to be honest. Because you find too many of them. I think they should be like more rare, more valuable. What's up, Misha? How are you doing? I think you need more life. Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling kind of squishy on this character, but you know, I'm working on it. 10,000 soon, and it's going to keep on growing. So, thank you. Speaking of life, how is your life, Misha? Okie dokie. Picture the profit though. I'm rich, man. I have 1,300 divines. I bought freaking voices today, so good. That's what I'm talking about. I was expecting no less from you, Misha. How could life be possibly bad? With that sweet 5090. This joke is getting old. Okay. Time for some Aldur saga shenanigans, boys. I don't mind. It's okay. Good to know. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and purchase 2. Expedition logbook. I'm going to go ahead and purchase 2. Now, this might not be the best idea to do this one, but it's not bad. It's not that bad. Oh, hold on. I haven't checked this one, actually. I haven't checked this one yet. End of circle is bad. Sulfite, something fishy is dry at least, so that's 3. No. That's not good. That's not good enough. I don't think. Nope. Nope. I have so many more things that truly make me happy compared to that. That's very good. What is graphic card compared to true happiness? Okay, before I'm going to get too philosophical. Alright. Ah, screw it, man. Let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not bad. We got 5 in here. That's definitely pretty decent. Yeah, I hope, Misha, you're never gonna run out of those things that make you happy. Aldur's Legacy just dropped stream watching Buff undefeated. I've been telling you, man. I've been telling you. This stream is literally freaking RNG boost. And you guys don't freaking believe me. Hold on, I need to put on the... I need to turn on the fan. Come on, man. Stop. Okay, there we go. Dude, I thought for a second that it stopped working or something. What are you thinking for next project? I have no idea right now. Currently playing this. PoE 1 starts in like 2 weeks. What do you guys think? Are we going to be able to like dish out one more warrior build? What do you guys think? To say like goodbye to warriors for now. +1 remnant with 7 rune slots. At least 6. This one's good. At least 5. Decent. At least 5. +1 with 7. Alright, man. Yeah, that's okay. So we have to run this map too before. Maybe something with gemling would be fun. Lots of options at least. Caster? Get out of here, buddy. What does caster even mean, man? What does that mean? I've never played a caster build before in my life. What else could you say, freaking? What's the next thing you're gonna say? Minions? Puh. Puh. Told you guys yesterday, I'd rather clean out the freaking shitty toilet with my bare hands before I play the freaking minion build. I gotta be a complete freaking psychopath taken straight out from a freaking, I don't know, like psychic ward or something to play this garbage. I'm sorry, man. Okay, just calm down. Just, I love minions, guys. Just kidding. Anyway. Take that, Gazzy. Let's find some expensive nodes, boys. Oh, another opulent. You know, Aldur saga without expeditions is not gonna be like that great. Fire spell on hit Smith would be awesome. Is there a hidden node that ancestry boosts fire spells? Hidden node that ancestry boosts fire spells? Really? You mean from the special anointments that they added? No way. No way. Alright, man. I'll be completely honest with you. I'm thinking about just like dipping this place and just going next. But you know what? I'm going to like stick around and I try to do something here. We do have an opulent here, so maybe going this way. Am I going to reach this place in time? Am I going to have enough explosives? Is there going to be enough boom boom? Okay, there is enough boom boom. Alright, we have enough boom boom, boys. Let's do it. Try Wyvern Monk? Oh, Wyvern. I mean, guys, I'll tell you what. You know, there is one warrior skill that I have never played. The one that I shit-talked almost as much as Blizzard themselves and Riot Games combined. You know which skill that is? Freaking Earthquake. Okay, you're right about Supercharged Slam. I've never played this skill before either. You're right about this. Here is the problem with Supercharged Slam. And if I say so myself, it's a big-ass freaking problem. Know what this problem is, guys? You can only use it with one mace. One two-handed mace for some stupid-ass reason. And I don't know if I like that. Are you making another build or not? PoE1 next? I mean, I tell you what, we still have like a week and a little bit. I would have enough time to like go for another one, honestly. I would honestly have time to go for another one. We can honestly think about it on stream today. And then if we're gonna come up with something nice, then we can start it tomorrow. And, you know, I have Titan leveled up, so my Titan is ready. What do you guys think about level 40 Supercharged Slam? Pure physical build, pure fizz. Right? Stack skill... We can't stack skill levels because Supercharged Slam can only use one mace. Freaking A, man. That is assy. Why did they have to put that restriction on this skill, man? Seriously. Why did they have to do this? I don't know. You can't change ascendancy, right? Of course. Of course you can. But there is one thing I actually don't know. Can you change ascendancy doing like the lowest level, like trial? Or do you have to do like the highest level one? No matter what. Because that is interesting. How does Supercharged Slam even work? Does it like hit once, or does it like create a lot of aftershocks and shit? Two Divine Orbs. I take it back, this map wasn't as bad as... I mean, we got carried by Opulent, let's be honest. We got carried by Opium. Channeling is ass too. You know what? Channeling could actually be our advantage. There is some things we could do with channeling, actually. Unironically, man. Let me... Supercharged Slam. So what are the mechanics of this skill? More damage with hits for each stage. Impact radius is 1.6 meters. 1 aftershock per stage. Channeling ends 1 second after reaching maximum stages. Maximum 3 stages. Maximum 4, excuse me. Aftershock radius is 2.8. Good. Successive aftershock gains plus 0.4. Oh. So the area on this skill is big. So the way this skill would work, like, you would need to literally like jump into a pack of monsters, start channeling, destroy them, and be tanky enough to survive the hits. Which is not affected by your weapon attack speed, and it cannot be modified. Wait, what? Its own attack time, which is not affected by your attack speed. Does that mean that the modifiers to attack speed also don't work on the passive tree? Like nothing works? It's just this and that's it? Have a good day, sir? Is that how it works? Someone using it, they said it was benefiting from attack speed in ways it shouldn't. Looks promising, to be honest. Saw some builds doing this. Are you switching to P1 soon? Yes. In a week and a half, maybe. Something like that. You can build full stages very quickly at the moment. So it does work with attack speed bonuses. It does work. So you know what? I could just be using my mage blood. With skill speed, and I guess like the speed wouldn't be too bad. Then we would go like Giga Armor. Here's the thing, guys. It says it requires single two-hand mace. Does that mean that I could still wear a shield? With Giant's Blood? Could I? Oh, you can. Well, that is much more promising all of a sudden. That all of a sudden is promising. Because on a good mace, you could just have like a good mace with reduced requirements, right? And it's not going to be a problem whatsoever to get to like 350 strength. Especially on Titan, it's going to be even easier. So, you're not going to lose that much life from that. Okay, so that's a guaranteed shield. Tell you what, man. Tell you what. I can't believe I'm saying this, but... Can't believe I'm saying this. Earthquake? Nah, I'd rather play this than Earthquake. Okay, so the Gemling gets 300 more stun buildup. So you know what? Using Supercharged Slam on not a Gemling is actually... You don't lose anything. That's already huge. That's huge already. That's beautiful. Oh, it costs mana per second. Oh. See. Supported by Supercharged Slam Monster. And the damage... Okay, but there is one weird thing about this skill. The damage scales very slowly compared to other... Yeah, it doesn't get as great of a multi... Well, I think... Nah, never mind. It still gets like 4 times the damage at 20 more levels. I take it back. It kinda does. On top of that, this skill, I bet, has some crazy good supports, right? Because it's a channeling skill. So, Alright, here is the thing, guys. How does this skill interact with aftershocks that you get normally? What if you, on Titan, have 100% aftershock chance? What happens? Like, does this aftershock, like, stacks with this? I guess it stacks. It is bugged, I think. It gains states in a very fast fashion. Sleeper build emo. Didn't think each stage gets an aftershock. You know what? I'm literally going to... What were we doing? We are going to do this Aldur saga. We're going to do these maps over here. I'm going to jump on my Ronnie Coleman. We're going to test this skill out. We saw it in the meantime. What? Okay, not too bad. It stacks. Ooh. Ooh! Okay, no, I'm not selling that, whatever. Oh, damn! Damn! Hold on a second. Hold the phone, fellas. Hold the phone. Movement speed. What was the amount of hysteria? Or however you pronounce that. Prefix. Crystallization. 110. 10. Bada beam, bada boom. We can remove the life too. This is tier 3 life. It is worth to remove that to get movement speed. And now we can try to do this. The shenanigans. I have divine orbs. Yes, I have. Indeed. Bro, these boots could potentially be freaking insane in like SSF. Abyssal Echoes. Holy smokes, these things are freaking worthless at this point. They're basically... You get them for free, almost. I'm gonna use the regular rib. Regular rib? Can these be really, really expensive if they're gonna get, like, good life? I guess so. Screw it. Just do a regular one. You can get some often... no, this decoration as block. No armor. We're gonna slap, you know... Okay, 85% armor. Okay, so now we just need to greater exalt, like a very high flat armor or life. And these boots are actually expensive. We have two options. And I'll be honest, there aren't that many prefixes that you can find. So there is a chance. We got we got T1 armor. Well, these boots are nice. Dude, I might keep them, man. Like legitimately, I might keep them. Or they have 1100 armor with T1 armor applies to elemental and double high resistance and 30% movement speed. These are expensive as freaking boots, bro. Like, we just made like 100 divs or something. I'm dead freaking serious. I would like to buy your Faith Thresher Fortified Hammer in Runes of Aldur. Hello, offer, sir, offer 1 divine. Oh, this is from my... You know what? I'm just gonna give it to this guy. This is worth way more than 1 divine, but this is from my gemling. Thanks. This is from my gemling. Bro, we just made money, man. That's how money comes, boys. It's freaking... Yes, sir. Tier 2, Tier 1, Tier 2 movement speed, Tier 1, Tier 1... Bro, these boots are freaking cracked, actually. Actually cracked boots. Imagine that they had 2 sockets. But oh well. Alright, I'm going to... I don't know what to do with them. I'm actually gonna keep them, I think. Might be useful for the Supercharge Slam project. 2D, best I can do. Oh, this hammer was probably worth 5 divines, but you know what, I'm just gonna... It's probably a new player, like... This had to be a new player, dude. Most likely. Alright, let's go. 41% monster effectiveness. This one is... No, never mind. This one we're gonna keep. This is my best map. This one we're gonna run. Okay, there we go. Oh, I mean the boots. Okay. Hit them with Vol? Nah, I'm gonna keep them. Gonna keep them as they are, my friend. Okay, Breath of Aldur. Smell my breath, boys. Well, that didn't sound good. Aldur Saga. Now I'm gonna freaking make sure that I clicked the right thing. I did. Transcendent Alloy. Okay, this one is dead. I'd rather do not. That's correct decision, my friend. Rightly so. Rightly so. Another breath of Aldur. Okay, oh, okie dokie. Guys, feel it, that breath. That's is it one divine orb? No, it's not. His breath. Breathtaking experience indeed. That is trash. That is also trash. Greater, it's not greater C. Alright, man, I think we are set. We are set now. Okay, so this one is selected. Making sure that Aldur Saga is selected. It is. It is what it is. Oh, another one. Hold on. Hour of Aldur. Now what, we're gonna click on that because that's a lot of runes. And a lot of runes means a lot of monsters. This one, the big chesty boy. Hold on. Just making sure that this is in... Making sure that this is in the range. This. Okay, I actually kind of want to reach that chest over there. Ah, whatever. Just move. Man, supercharged slam projects. Never thought I'm gonna do that, but you know what? As this might be actually one of the very final builds, my builds of this league, perhaps the final build. And I don't know for how long we're going to be playing whatever martial weapon type they're going to release in 1.0. It's a very good chance that we're going to skip maces for some time. Bro, if they are going to release Replica Dream Feather or something similar, when they're going to release swords... Wait. I'm not touching swords for... I'm not touching maces for I don't know how long. I'm just doing like a fully stacked armor stacker. Like pure armor stacking, boys, nothing else. Okay, can I get some endurance charges, please? Thank you, thank you. Lightweight? That's 50 divs. If this guy had 7 million HP and I was hitting him without mantra, bro, how many million HP some of these rare monsters have from these expeditions, man? Like freaking 50 or something? Holy smokes, dude. How much HP do they have sometimes? Player client. Mace's builds won't exist in 1.0. Guys, I have this is a topic for a wide discussion. I have really bad feelings what's gonna happen to maces in 1.0. I just don't know. Literally, and gemling is part of the problem, by the way. Gemling that they released in 0.5. I don't know what they're gonna do. Gemling is really, I think, toxic design, where gemling like literally makes some of these mace skills like playable, because otherwise they're like completely freaking unplayable unless you freaking like to roleplay. Like if you like to literally roleplay and you don't ever care about efficiency or anything like that, yeah, you can play these, sure. You can play Perfect Strike without gemling, sure, bro. Just freaking perfect time everything all the time. I mean, I don't know how they're gonna solve this problem. Because they designed maces first, as they said. Warrior was the first class that they designed, so I'm assuming maces as well. As a weapon type. Bro, what are they gonna do? Like, swords are going to be so much freaking better and more smooth to play and everything. What are they gonna do with maces? Like, what are they going to do with this weapon type? Like, what? Oh, if they're gonna release like passive nodes for swords without downsides, or imagine like a downside on a sword, like plus you deal 5 times more damage, minus 10% accuracy or something. Yeah, great downside, bro. Take them out. The game hopefully seen enough of it. I don't know, man. And I'm still on the train. You know, I made freaking 20 mace builds since the release of this game. I'm on a train that maces are still playable. But even I have to admit that there is some severe design problems we're facing right now. I think that's a good diplomatic way to put it. We have some severe design problems. It almost feels like, I don't know, freaking maces were designed by like a Diablo 4 developer. From a Blizzard developer, I don't know. Only try to like create problems with those. Gemling as it is won't make it to 1.0. Oh, there's no freaking way. Gemling is gonna get like, you know. I don't think we can show that on the stream, but you cannot balance Gemling. That's the problem. It's really, really hard to balance this class. Because you either gonna have skills that are completely useless and useful on Gemling because of broken quality, or skills that are normally usable and on Gemling are beyond busted. There is no in between. So how do you balance this class? Like, what do you do, even? Rework as damaging almonds, emo? What do you don't like about damaging almonds? I'm curious. That was Monk's side of the tree. Maces are going to be worst melee weapon type in 1.0. In 1.0, so you make it sound like they're not the worst right now. Oh, damn, 205% increased physical damage. The problem is that this is still not good. Yeah, it's not good. What's up, Bianco? Why would Blizzard do that? I don't know. Blizzard is really good at freaking designing games, so you should ask Blizzard, not me. Blizzard is so good at game design, as we see, you know, from such classics as Diablo 4, for example. Such classic games, masterpieces. Okay, 41% monster effectiveness. This map has gotta go freaking hard. You know, maces should be all about stun and armor break. You know, with stunts and armor breaking, you're not really going to kill a lot of monsters. Especially if you're really slow. It's even worse. Okay, the beginning not too hot. Okay, here we have 8 runes. Am I getting Celestial Alloy here? I mean, I guess. We have Breath of Aldur. Another breath. Feel my breath. Perfect Chaos Orb. That's much better. And on top of that, 3 Divine Orbs, and we have an Opulent here. Opium, boys. That is much better. Stop breathing, bro. Stop breathing, bro. Another Breath of Aldur. What do you mean? Even the game is telling you to be quiet, Rudy. My breath smells like roses. So what do you mean? What do you want? Eye of Aldur. Bada bing, bada boom. Perfect chaos. Okay, dude. We have one job on this map. To get to both perfect chaos orbs. That's it. That's not gonna be easy, by the way. That is not going to be easy. Because the layout sucks. Okay, so that's one perfect chaos. And I need to sprint my ass over here after that. We're sprinting, boys. Okay, still have 8 left. We're going to get literally whatever I'm going to get. Okay, 3 greater seas. I'm gonna get literally whatever I can get on my way here. And here we're getting our money nodes. And that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. All of these nodes, unfortunately, will say goodbye, but I cannot do anything about that. I can't do anything about this. 2 perfect chaos and these divine orbs. That's already 20 divs on this map. So I'm gonna take that. Making a build with stocky mids gloves. Build with stocky mids gloves. What is that even? It's my opinion though. People like bleed, etc., and that's fine. Bleed, poison, ignite, scaling so much off of the size of the hit makes you want to go crit. Baby, really scale of attack speed at all. Type of this phone. Unique strength stack gloves. Oh, you mean phase breakers? Who calls them stocky bits, man? Who calls them that? Phase breakers. No, I don't think that phase breakers are really like that great right now. I'll be honest. You know, people have tried to make builds with it, and you can if you really want to, but they're weak. Let's be honest, they're freaking weak. So, and rightfully so. The gloves that basically is a weapon, both weapon slots at the same time. They cannot be too powerful. That would be a horrible freaking game balance design, like game design, if phase breakers were really strong. Unfortunately, so they have to be kind of underpowered. La-ta-ting, la-ta-ta. The problem with Maze design is that roleplay and animations guys created an active space while endgame team making PoE one of new graphics, so mazes can exist in intended way. I've been saying that before. I think that every weapon type should have distinct strengths and weaknesses. Weakness of maces should be that they're slow. Their strengths should be that they hit really freaking hard, give you a lot of stun buildup, and have massive freaking AoE. That's how maces should be designed. And I think maces were totally fine until they're still kind of fine, but they were like actually in a good spot until they freaking gutted AoE. They removed more area supports and they nerfed area on the trees for some freaking reason. I don't know why. Before that, they were totally fine. I would say on par with all other weapon types. They had strengths, they had one weakness. There you go. That's all you need. So if they gave like, I don't know, like a special support skills for maces, for example, like pulverize from PoE 1. So for example, you have 15% less attack speed. Holy smokes. 15% less attack speed, but but you have 30% more area and 20% more damage. Bro, you think that, but bro, like the play rate of maces, literally because of this one support, would go up by like freaking 3 times more. Because it would actually be really fun, really freaking juicy. You would hit really slow, but you freaking bonk once and the screen goes bye-bye. The screen goes to Narnia. You know what I mean? I'm telling you that if they designed maces like that, maces would literally have like 10% play rate. I'm dead freaking serious, I'm sure. But they decided to, you know, one strength that maces had, so freaking screen-wide AoE, they freaking removed for some reason. So maces are left with nothing. I don't think they even have like higher damage than freaking quarterstaffs or spells. They don't even have that, which is bullshit. They don't have AoE really, like the best AoE. They don't have freaking insane damage or something like that. They're slow as shit unless you're stacking attack speed, and you can only do that on 2 skills literally, on Bone Shatter and Earth Shatter, and that's it. because the rest of them have the added attack time. I don't mind added attack time. I really don't. But these added attack time skills need to have big bonuses somewhere else. You need to have big bonus to compensate for this huge freaking penalty. And they just removed the bonuses that we had on maces. So massive area. And they freaking nerfed Giant's Blood too. Because, I don't know, warriors were too tanky, I guess. I would design mace. Yo, give me contact with freaking GG, dude. I would design maces. And I've been playing freaking melee and warriors in ARPGs and MMOs and freaking, you know, heavens know what, for 30 years almost. I'm gonna design maces. You guys are gonna like that. You guys gonna like maces after I put my hands in it. It's gonna be fun, and it's not gonna be overpowered. Just give me contact. I can freaking do this. Rolling Slam, low damage right now also. I mean, at least it feels much better to use. This ridiculous attack time penalty got, you know, like destroyed, kinda. I mean, kinda mitigated, let's just put it this way. And also... And also, they finally fixed the bug with dual wielding, that it doesn't take 7 years for you to use like an attack skill when you're dual wielding, right? So I mean, that's a bonus also. But yeah. Promote Karn to Balance Office in GG right now, I'm begging you. Giant's Blood suck, 100% unplayable. No, it's not. It's just like, I understand why they had to nerf it. So I guess I made too many videos in 0.1 about Giant's Blood, about dual wielding and how strong it is. But they had to nerf that, because by itself this is too powerful. Without penalty, the penalty being triple attribute requirements, that's not enough. That's too powerful. Because dual wielding is so much better in this game than PoE 1. So strong. Dual wielding is so freaking OP. Like most builds by dual wielding, you get triple damage. Most warrior builds I made. Triple damage. Not like 50% or 40%. Triple damage by dual wielding. Because you get bonuses from dual wielding itself. By default, 40% more damage just because you slap a weapon. 40% more damage, that's it. Then you get bonuses from freaking plus the skills, up to 5. They get bonuses from other modifiers like damage as extra physical or something you can craft very easily. Then you get 3 freaking sockets on top of that. 2 if it's not exceptional. I'll slap you instead. Oh, phew. I already felt like something hit me. So that's enough. Love two-handed dual wield. You have 0 HP to play it. You will die instead from time to time. That's why I'm saying they nerfed it in the wrong way. This almost feels like Blizzard design. Like, yo guys, like, you know, in 0.1, 0.2, everyone was complaining. They nerfed it in 0.2, right? 0.2, I think. Everyone was complaining that life is so bad, so what we're doing, we're freaking nerfing life for warriors. Like, come on, man! There's gotta be a better solution than that. I don't know, put it in here, like, I don't know. You have 10% less attack speed. I don't know. That probably wouldn't make people happy either. Let's be honest. 10% less attack speed. Build on my YouTube. I uploaded the video like literally like an hour ago. On my YouTube, my friend, or Mobalytics, whichever you prefer. Alright, what do we got here? Damn, we made like 80 divines in 2 maps. Holy smokes. Alright, 3 more. Okay, we gotta go this way. We're gonna finish this Aldur saga, boys, these expeditions. We're gonna jump into freaking supercharged slam, I guess. I don't know. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. It's gonna. I'm sure it's gonna be great. Hey, this is 2 divine orbs. There we go. I'm gonna get that 2 chaos too. Because why not? 4 clear skin. Um, 5 seconds total attack time. Nah, there is a better way of solving that. There is going to be a lot of changes to how game systems function in this game, I'm telling you, man. But I keep on telling you that they're not working on them right now, because what they're working on is adding more content, pushing more content, making the game more enjoyable for most players. They never had to worry about dual wielding or anything like that in this game, because there's only one weapon type that can dual wield, which is freaking maces. Now, how many dual wielding clusters we have in this game? Let that speak for itself. This is how many dual wielding clusters we have in this game. Again, we're doing fantastic today. I'm doing fantastic today as well, so welcome to the club, Fafria. So the Spear Scepter combo is nuts. There's a lot of things that are nuts, but, you know, maces can be just a little bit more balanced. Maces are playing PoE too, I guess, and other weapon types are playing, I don't know. Oh, that is nasty. Lime and mint. Oh. Oh. Alright. Let's go through this map real fast. I hate mint. Mint is decent when added to some particular things. Not necessarily to yogurt. Forbidden Skewer combo. Yeah, it's like a... Yeah. I mean, you know what? Like, the scares from this company, a Polish company, they're actually, all of them are really good. Like, there is a like a very popular company that that specializes in ice cream in Poland. They're called Grycan. And these guys, this is like true ice cream. They're pretty expensive, but this is like true ice cream. You feel like there's no, like, you know, it's not like just water. And no matter what flavor they have, they always taste good. Even the flavors that I normally don't like, they're still good. And it's kind of the same with this. I'm not gonna lie. Drinking gum? No. That's my protein. It's my protein, boys. Source of protein. Say whatever you want. I actually lost some weight. I weighed myself today. I'm 94 kilograms only. So, like a year ago at that time, I was like 100 and something. So, hope you're proud. Bada beam, bada boom. All right, let's get out of here. I feel like milk products in Poland are decent. I recently got some Polish cheese. It was good. A lot of products in Polish are good, like most of them really, because we have, you know, I don't want to say that Poland is like a farmer's country, but you know, when it comes to farms and stuff like that, we're definitely like developed. 94 at what height? 6 feet. It's like 181, almost, literally like almost 6 feet. I'm 181. Like, almost. Basically 6 feet. When the data products were pretty good, even South Korea imports from the US. You guys like diary? Because I could drink milk all the time. 84% monster rarity? Dude, I've never seen a map like this before. What is this? At what level does this build start working? Pretty early. As long as you have, you know, decent gear, then I would say that adding additional levels just keeps on boosting your strength. So you could easily, like, for example, skip all 5 of these points. You could skip these small nodes. You could skip that. Level 80 even. Pretty early. I mean, I played this build since level 1, literally. I just bought this at level 1 and there you go. So... because the passive tree is super easy to, you know, to establish, which is literally like what you do on passive trees, like you go through the strength travel nodes. That's it. Is effectiveness good to have on these maps? Yes. This is, I think, the best way to use these. I have effectiveness on all my tablets, and I try to get as much effectiveness on maps as possible. Everything into effect. But this makes them more dangerous. There is nothing more dangerous than stacking a lot of effectiveness. Monster rarity is like whatever, and obviously item rarity, you know, doesn't add any difficulty. So pack size also is whatever. For monster effectiveness, you do need to have a build that is capable of killing stuff and tanking. I'm also 94 at 6 feet, Secret Carnari's clone. There you go. Show photos on Discord, otherwise didn't happen. Yeah, buddy. Nah, I'm just kidding, obviously. I'm not picking that up, man. Let's just move. Let's be honest, boys. The main event here is doing the expedition, so let's just move towards the boss, which is here, I think. Yeah, there we go. Damn. 2 million damage without Bell or this. Rarity is actually the most difficult. You'll die from poverty without it. When you look at it this way, I mean, I can't argue with that possibly. You call that being poor? Excuse me? I might not have any freaking mirrors in here, but that's a decent amount of money. Still. See, guys? Another proof that you don't need rarity, actually. Don't believe the whippersnappers that tell you that you need rarity in every single piece of gear. Because that is not true. I repeat, you can farm divines without it. I hope, by the way, that they're going to remove rarity from this game eventually. I never liked this mechanic, this idea of nerfing your build and putting useless stats on your equipment and, you know, anywhere to get more loot. I freaking hate that. I think that's like a really outdated design from Diablo 2 or something. That should be completely freaking removed from this game. But you might disagree. 1200 divine, 0 rarity makes my hope alive. 0 rarity? X freaking Qs you, man. I have -2. I have -2. I have reduced rarity on my lore weave. Oh. Perfect chaos. Hey, say whatever you want. Rarity, he hates money, guys. It's okay. You know, money is not everything. Money is not everything sometimes. We have opulent here. There we go. If there is one mechanic that doesn't like depend on rarity that much, it's definitely expedition. Because half of the loot, sometimes if not more, you're gaining from rune markers. We've been making like every stream. I'm not streaming that much nowadays, right? 4 or 5 hours every day. We've been making like 300 divs every day. So with negative rarity. So there you go. Oh damn! I can mark every single freaking slot in this map. Look at the size of this. Oof. Look how big these explosions are. Look how big. Whatever. Whatever. Almost said something bad. Look at that size. That's a Ronnie Coleman size right there. Okay, let's do a loop. Boom, 360. Let's go for some style points. Honestly, I should get that opulent first, but it is what it is. Alright, there we go. We got every single rune here. Where's my checkpoint? Yo! Where's my checkpoint, Jonathan? Come on, man. Freaking scam. That's what she said. There you go. I didn't even have to say anything. You guys, I have you guys to say embarrassing stuff for me. There you go. Thank you, thank you. You should get some rarity first. You know what? Like, just for you, I would make a build. I would literally stack like 400 rarity. You know what I would do? I would change my lore weave. There is a 1 modifier on lore weave that goes from minus 100 rarity to plus 100 rarity. I would keep on using divines until it's perfect 100. Literally just for you. But maybe we're gonna do that next league. Maybe not this one. Remind me, someone. Next league we're rolling lore weave until 100 rarity for Haroon in the chat. 150 is enough. I think that I still don't know if the rarity from maps multiply with rarity on your gear. I still don't know that. So everyone says something else, but you don't need much, right? It's kind of like with Diablo 2, really. You kind of get like diminishing returns. It works really well in the beginning, and after that, the more you get, the slower, you know, the slower it becomes. So less efficient it becomes. $700 rarity Aura bot build. That's the 1.0 league starter. Oh yeah, yeah. You'll see me doing that. all the people will be having fun with swords and stuff like that. I'll be freaking playing rarity stacker. Trust me, buddy. It's not gonna happen. Rarity might be gone as a stat in 1.0 because we might get Fortify and could add damage reduction from ward. I'll be honest, I've seen interviews. They've been saying something before about removing rarity. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen, but they've been saying something. So I don't know, maybe? I mean, I wouldn't complain personally, I'll tell you that much. I really think that getting better and more currency and loot should be gated behind difficulty. Not behind nerfing your character with stats that don't give you any power. I think that's much better design. I also think that these monsters should spawn on the same screen as the Remnant, and not 2 screens away. I'm going to add that as a bonus. And by the way, D4 bad. That's 4 divines right here with rarity stacking for sure. How much divs the current state of the build? I mean, I bought voices for 600 divs today. That being said, voices literally gave me 5% more damage. So, and some evasion. So, that's not absolutely mandatory. I mean, let me think. The stuff like that, it doesn't need to have 3 sockets. You can buy it with 2 sockets for pennies. Similar lore weave, I don't know, like 100 divs maybe, something similar, maybe 200. In total, with Mage Blood, like 2,000 divs maybe. Like I crafted this for like 40 divines yesterday. I crafted yesterday this for even less than 40 divines. It's not that bad. If you're smart about, if you know what this build needs, and you're smart about searching the market, it's not that expensive actually. It's not that bad. And obviously at certain point, every boost, they're gonna keep on getting more expensive, and you're not going to be gaining that much power from consecutive things. Can you update your filter? Oh, is it tilting you? The second day in a row you reminded me. Is it tilting? Oh no. I will, man. I will. In time. Put your trust in me, comrade. I will do that when time comes. You know, I hate Whirling Assault. And not for the reason you'd think. You know why I hate this ability? Because I freaking invested, literally, 3, 7, 11 passive points into area on this ability. And I don't have magnified area either. And my area is bigger than any other freaking mace skill. With double the investment. I freaking hate this ability, man. I don't like it, brothers and sisters. It's a lot of lightweight indeed. Yo, where are we going? This way. Huh? That's a lot of freaking explosions. Damn, we're getting paid. What do you think about the state of Classic Titan Slam right now? We had a long discussion about maces before, but I think that like a classic Slam with maces, what it needs is they need to revert the AoE nerfs. If we're gonna have like a very massive area, I think the damage on maces is fine. If we're gonna have very massive area, then the lack of attack speed and generally speaking mace skills being slow is not going to really hurt that much. If you're gonna freaking use one slam and the entire screen goes bye-bye, right? It's not going to be a problem. Every weapon type should have distinct strengths and weaknesses. If you don't have the strengths, then nobody plays the weapon type, like we have with maces right now. They're not better than other weapon types in any way. They don't have more damage, they don't have more area, they're not faster. Every weapon type needs to be good at something. And maces are good at nothing, really. They're not exceptional at anything. Hold on, Mr. Cody, let's... What now? Well, you have very limited options here. I would say just Abyss craft the prefix, make sure it's tier 1, and then just slap a perfect exalt. That double slam. Double slammy whammy. It's gonna be a good shield. This shield is not going to be like crazy by itself because only one socket, right? So no matter what you're gonna do to it, it's not gonna be like ridiculous. Okay, where are we going next? I wonder if they add sword and axes at the same time. I doubt it. That would surprise me. Because 2 weapon types means that there's 2 new classes at the same time. That sounds like a lot of work. So I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that's gonna happen. But we don't need 2. 1 is totally enough. And then like patch after they can add axes, for example, then patch after they can add flails or daggers or whatever, and we're gonna be fine. I think we're gonna be fine. What's up, Sama? We're stacking, boy. You know it, baby. You know it. What's good, Samu? So League Classic is coming closer and closer. Is it not? 10 Divine Orbs. Whew. We got paid on this map. We got paid big time. Okay, let me have another sip. I had very little protein today. Alright, this map, these 2 expeditions, we're doing something I'm gonna regret after that. We're gonna try to make Supercharged Slam work. I'm going to regret this. With Giant Blood, it's so hard to manage these ground effects. Rolling Slam locks you in animation. Not so high HP pool. True. Of course, there are ways to mitigate that. I think that in most builds right now in this game, if you're doing a combination of 2 things, so armor stacking plus Defiance of Destiny, it's basically almost inconceivable to die to anything. If you have like 3000 HP or 3500 or something like that, I don't know what is going to kill you, really. I really don't know. You have a good amount of armor. Let's just say nodes that give you, you know, armor break reduction, so that you're immune to that too. I don't know what's gonna kill you. I really don't. On top of that, on something like Smith, you can have immunity to alignments, so damage over time also is not gonna do anything to you. So, yeah. It's very simple to get immortal in this game. But most people just completely ignore that because, you know, obviously, what's better? Just pushing damage everywhere, right? Just getting more damage. I think that the penalty on Giant's Blood is wrong. It should be something else. Like, what do you mean it's called freaking Giant's Blood, and after you allocate it, you have freaking HP of a freaking puppy dog or something? That's a nice freaking Giant's Blood right there, man. This doesn't even make any sense, man. Who loses HP by dual-wielding weapons? If you had races in this game, like if a big-ass freaking warrior starts dual-wielding 2 weapons and loses this much HP, bro, if we had races in this game with elves or something like that, Elf would literally start dual-wielding 2 freaking big maces, 2-handed maces, and they would just freaking die. Like, you have a freaking sign over here, like a message. You committed suicide. And your character is bricked forever. You can't take them off. Imagine, like, I don't know, Legolas or Thranduil or something with, like, dual-wielding 2 maces. Yeah. They're just freaking dead. They turn into a corpse. Right now, I think for a classic slam build, Titan loses against Smith of Kitava. Not talking about Gemling. But Titan is also good. Obviously, you can't go wrong with hulking form. This ability is, I think this is a really well designed ability. I really do. I think hulking form is fun to play with. It's very basic. Some people would say boring. But I like this idea of having an extremely powerful node gated behind, like, you know, backpack. So, like, you know, basically a node that doesn't give you anything, realistically. I like this idea. But I will be honest. If you want to compare hulking form with something like Gemling Ascendancy, which, you know, gives you these crazy bonuses with qualities, Gemling is still much better. Unfortunately. In comparison, Gemling just straight up wins. You cannot just escape that reality. And Smith has one problem. Smith doesn't have basically anything for offense. So Smith is, if you call Titan boring, then Smith is even more boring. Unless you want to, like, you know, slam your hammer every time, like every now and then to get like a buff. Every 10 seconds. Backpack is most undervalued ascendancy point. Shaking my head. I like my backpacks too. I like to have backpacks. Every time I don't have it, I feel like, I don't know, I feel weak. I feel like I'm nerfed or something. 3 Greater Seas. This is Power Rune at least, that's fine. Okay. Okay, this is opulent. That is good. We got opulent here at least. I can try to move there first. Passion of Aldur. Damn it, man. There's another opulent, but we don't really need that anymore. So it's like, whatever. Might be the best point in the whole game. Waste on currency holders, so useful. How can I argue with that, man? Tell me. My friend peels for dead, spitting some freaking facts. Spitting fireballs out of his mouth. Alright, I cannot go towards the opulent first. That's a complete disaster. So we're going to get the most valuable nodes. And call it a day. Boom. 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 Well, I should be able to get like almost all of them actually. Boom. I'm gonna pick that up. Okay, I think I could have done it still a little bit better, but you know what? Let's take that. Let's take it. Guys, smell this? It's the smell of money. Let's go. Now it's not a smell of Aldur's breath. How do I even do Supercharged Slam? I'll tell you what, Supercharged Slam, it kind of feels like it could be actually pretty decent on Warbringer. On Warbringer, you could, with a shield, you could basically make yourself physical damage immune. With a lot of armor and 10% PDR from Ascendancy and the shield, you're borderline like immune to freaking damage. Right? To physical damage. Lightweight. Supercharged Slam is one of the few skills that are disappointing for gemling quality. Oh, thank Lord. So you're saying that all of them should be OP as hell? So it's one skill that is actually worth the build on something that is not gemling? Heck yes. Like nowadays, after what they did to gemling, there's like literally two options that you have. Number one, you look at the gemling, you look at the skill, and then you look at what gemling does to it. If gemling doesn't do anything crazy to it, you actually might consider playing it with a different class. And if it does, then here's your answer. It's kind of unfortunate when you think about it. Idol of Maxarius. It's good it's not Idol of Carnarius. He's viable. A Supercharged Slam shit skill itself, no matter the class. I mean, apparently they made it better this league, and we're going to test it out. This expedition and the next one. I'm gonna jump into my Titan, boys. We're gonna give it a try. We are going to give it a try. I'm curious, man. You know, like Earthquake to me. I mean, look, Earthquake. You know when Earthquake makes sense, if you utilize, if you're smart, and at the same time you gain two benefits by reducing the duration of your skills. You get the reduction of Earthquake and then something really powerful, something else. And I don't mean like Hammer of the Gods because the skill is garbage, really. Skill doesn't do enough damage. But if you can do like a smart interaction like this, then yeah, maybe. Maybe, dude. I have enough damage with Hammer of the Gods. It's not about enough damage, it's about the comparison to different skills. You know, you would make a build, you would have enough damage with freaking Mace Strikes, but that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean you should be playing with Mace Strikes, right? You know what I mean? There is almost no challenging content in this game. So it's designed around, like, you know, every skill, even if it's relatively crappy, you can still make it work and it's going to feel good. But then, they're gonna start adding stuff like Delve from PoE1 into this game, like an infinite dungeon that scales the difficulty. They're gonna add Valdo maps. I bet they're gonna add something like Valdo maps in this game. They will, trust me. They will add Valdos. And then all of a sudden, all of your Hammer of the Gods and other skills that are garbage, all of a sudden you won't be able to do anything with them. If you want to tackle actually very difficult content. You're donezo. And that's the problem. Good luck waiting for Hammer to drop when you're taking like 100,000 damage per second from monsters around you. You know what I mean. Do a Magma Barrier Gemling can get 10 max block chance from extra quality. Yeah, I know, it's freaking crazy beyond. It's so crazy. You literally just like get this on Gemling. You slap the shield that gives you more maximum resistances instead of maximum block chance or something like that. You have 90 Ulris. You have freaking entire Smith Ascendancy just because of 30 Spirit and that. And a shield slot. Like, it's so disgusting, actually. It's actually so disgusting. You're not taking damage from elements all of a sudden because of this. Send you PoE Ninja just for info. Where, on Discord? Or something? Yeah, that is a lot of items. Alright, where are we going next? Over here. No, on Twitch DM. I'm not going to open DMs right now. Come on, man. Link it in a freaking here in the chat. On YouTube we cannot post links, but on Twitch you should be able to. It's fine. Holy smokes, so many useless items. But I'm going to check the POB. What am I looking for? Really? What am I looking at? You should watch King Kongor Dude on YouTube. He does Hammer of the Gods. He spams them to fall down continuously. I was watching him yesterday trying to farm Simulacrum. I know about this build. I still don't think that Hammer of the Gods is a good ability. Still don't think it is. And again, this is a prime example of what we've been talking about. You can only do that on Gemling. So Gemling is making this ability like a freaking playable ability, because other than that, it's not good whatsoever. You know? And I still don't think that Hammer is a good ability after that. So you can do literally the same thing with any other ability, but you don't need to invest into reduced duration. So... okay. Where is this bastard hiding? Maces will be the least played class when we get the new melee. Aren't they already? I haven't checked PoEDB in a little bit, but aren't they already, by the way? I don't think a lot of people play maces. I think the player rate is something like... I'm pretty sure it's below 5%. Oh no, we have this bastard Executioner. That's gonna be dangerous. 7,000 proximity shields. Okay, these dudes are getting tanky. As a Gemling, you can get to 100% non-consumed glory. For the Hammer of the Gods, you could spam it theoretically. Yeah, you can. I still don't think it's a good ability. It does barely more damage than other hard-hitting mace skills. And on Gemling, it's much better because you can use it all the time. Normally, on anything that is not Gemling, this ability is shit. And the fact that it's only playable on Gemling, really. I mean, it's playable. Like you can, it's good for if you're like doing an almond build, right? Because it hits hard. So most bosses in the game, most monsters, you're gonna hit once with this hammer, and they're gonna die from like bleed or ignite or whatever you're doing. So it has its purpose, but for such condition, this ability just doesn't do enough damage, in my opinion. Wow, we've been doing this for freaking ever. This might be the last wave. There is more? Come on, man. I'm gonna be here until I'm gonna be freaking in my 80s. Just not gonna be, you know, we're not too far away from it. I don't like hammer. Say whatever you want. I think that Stampede is a joke. And you know, if you really want to, you can on paper make any skill work in this game if you really want to, but you cannot. You know, you cannot. It's not deniable that you cannot deny that these skills are just worse than other counterparts from different, you know, weapon types. They're just worse, and that's all there is to it. Just because something works, that doesn't mean that it's good in any way, shape, or form. So you can, as I said before, you can make anything work in this game, because the floor is really low. There is no hard content in PoE2 right now. There truly isn't. Dude, we got another waves with those bastards that spawn more monsters. It's gonna take forever. I wish they weren't cowards and fixed and kept the 100% more movement speed with Stampede on Gemling. Wait, what? The quality on Gemling on Stampede gives you more movement speed? Wasn't it that give? No way. It was something else. I could have sworn. It was something else, wasn't it? This build's stronger than your bear build? Very hard to say. I was doing expeditions with Bear, and it's easy. It's smooth, right? So probably similar. Both capable of doing Grand Expeditions and 200% Delhi very easily. Might be similar. I think Bear might have more single target damage, but less area, obviously, because the area on Ruling Assault is very, very big. Okay, we're going to be doing these two waves, these two remnants, for 10 minutes. They just keep on spawning every single wave. They spawn this monster that spawns 5 different waves, and then it counts as a 1 wave completed. So it's literally like you need to do like 5 or 6 times the amount of the waves because of these guys, and that kind of, I'm gonna lie, I don't know if this monster makes a lot of sense. Okay, there we go. It's a lot of lightweight indeed. Oh, we're not even done yet. Not even done. Okay, these guys are juiced at this point. They have a lot of runes. I don't have room in my inventory, gotta go back. It was 100% more movement speed per 20 quality. Hold on a second. But like, when? Hold on a second. What is this ability called? I don't freaking remember. Oh, there you go. What is this freaking ability called? Advanced Thaumaturgy. Stampede. 20% more area of effect. And that was 20% more area of effect since the first time I checked this skill. So where did you get 100% more movement speed from? On Stampede. Where did you get that from? Hold on, for some reason your message didn't show up. Oh, never mind, it is. It was supposed to be movement speed, but it was bugged and it didn't work at patch launch, so they changed it to more effect for Stampede. 100% more movement speed would be beyond busted on this guy. Beyond freaking busted. Because you could get to like 250% more movement speed, you would have literally freaking teleport. You would literally have a teleport, basically. I think maybe they realized that, that's why they didn't put in the game. That'll be literally too strong. They could do it for Leap Slam, Sag. Yeah, Leap Slam has the base attack time of like, you know, whatever, so no matter how much attack speed you're gonna stack on Leap Slam, it's never gonna be super fast. Unfortunately. So Leap Slam, long story short, cannot be saved. It's doomed forever. Alright, let me see this Dante. I mean, I know... I've seen this build. I know which build you're talking about. I've seen this build many times. Oh, it's a mana stacking. Or you're just doing for... Yeah, you're doing a little bit of mana stacking. I'll be honest, if you have 2500 mana, I'm not 100% sure if this mace is better than a rare. I really don't know. Chernobog, this thing, Warrior Invictus, Bramble, Darkness Enthroned, Bada Beam, +3 Hammer of the Gods. Yeah. Reduced duration. Yeah. I know, I've seen this before. Ooh, look at you, level 21 skill gems, all of them. Man, this had to be expensive, bro. This Arctic armor had to be expensive, buddy. That had to be pricey. But yeah. Alright, I do believe we have one more map, and after that... Yep. And after that... It's supercharged slam time, boys. And I'm sure it's gonna go great. It's such a great ability, right? No, excuse me. $66 monster rarity. Ooh. This one is whatever. Monster rarity, item rarity. Holy smokes. Damn! There's some good freaking maps right there. It's also rage stacking. Rare mace is better for sure, but I don't have 1k divs right now. That's a fair point. That's a good argument right there. Do-do. Passion of Aldur. At least not breath. So you guys have to feel my breath again. And oops. Okay, I think colors here is the best. Okay, we're not gonna get opulent here. This is ass. No. Should I take passive point in your face for shield wall? In your face. It's not bad, but you have to be close. The problem with this passive is the close range counts as 2 meters. And there is no way to increase its area, I do believe. 2 meters is very small. You know what the 2 meters is? Like, about that much. Like, I'm here, and this is the monster. Maybe even, okay, about that much. This is 2 meters. So you need to be this close to enemies to get the damage boost. So keep that in mind. Against most bosses, it's gonna work, most likely. But while farming, very unlikely. Very unlikely, my friend. Alright, so here it is. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get that. And then we're gonna keep on going this way. Get the currency chest. This one we don't need. Dun 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 dun. Is there anything else here that's good? I don't think so. So mostly for bossing would be okay. You're farming, you're doing shield wall for clearing with the Citadel, right? And Chaos, I'm assuming. So if the answer is yes, then yeah, it's not gonna help you against, you know, in farming. But against bosses, if you're very close to the boss, then you will get that damage boost. Personally, I'm not that big of a fan of this node. Close range 2 meters to me is very. It's like I think it's a pretty poorly designed node. I'll be honest. Like, okay, that's 40%, and this penalty, this condition is very hefty. And here you have like other nodes that are like, I don't know, 25%, but they have a bonus. And this one is 40%, and it's I don't know. 2 meters is not a lot. I was never a big fan of taking that node. All of these conditions that, you know, these passives on the side of the warrior have are so unnecessary. They really are. You know what's a good condition? When you get additional damage on fully broken armor enemies. That's a good condition. Because when you're investing into those, you already have a lot of armor break, right? And that's a good condition to have. That's fine. This one, not so much, in my opinion. Not so great. So you prefer Resolute Technique over stacking crit damage? But how does this relate to the previous one? No, I never said that. That's a completely different topic compared to you know, the close range. Do I prefer Resolute Technique? I guess it vastly depends on the build. There are builds where stacking crit is going to be good. There are builds where the Resolute Technique is going to be good. Right? Resolute Technique is a very nice keystone to get if you're pathing through that zone and your build is not crit. Because this basically completely solves your accuracy problems that you would ever have. Which is useful. That solves the problem. Doesn't relate, but I saw your build one time and you took accuracy over crit damage. Understand, thanks. Crit damage is nothing if you don't have crit chance. You need to, for crit builds to work, you need to have at least, I don't know, the minimum 35-40% crit chance. So you need to have a weapon with a high base crit. Otherwise, you're not going to get any value from all that crit damage that you're going to be stacking. And what do I prefer? Nothing in particular, right? There are builds where, you know, crit is good, and there are builds where it's not. Alright, boys, we did that. I'm going to put this mage blood in here, I guess. Let's give it a try. Supercharged slam. Oh boy. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, dude. Alright, so first of all, I'm gonna slap this mage blood in here. Well, the gear... The gear is kind of going to be the problem because... Well... We have like an empty... I do. Nice. Okay, so that's from Brutus. Do I have empty skill slots? Yes, I do. Forge Hammer we can drop. And what, am I gonna still leap slamming too? Probably. Probably that's what's gonna happen. Alright, so here it is. We need two-handed mace first. I would say that for the most part, we can keep everything that the previous build had, apart from the cooldown reduction. All of a sudden, we don't need that. So we're gonna change these nodes. And we're gonna change the build a little bit. We're gonna change it a little bit. Wait, hold on a second. Why do I have the... Oh, I get it. Okay, I get it. I respect this build before a little bit because I was testing something. I remember now. Alright, we need a two-handed mace. It says that attack speed on supercharged slam gives you nothing. The attack speed on the mace. So we can get a mace that's going to be as slow as possible. And that's not really a problem. Man, I'm gonna lose so much freaking life though from Giant's Blood. Mace, two-handed. What do we want? Like, we want some DPS, right? And we want some freaking attack skills. Melee skills. I don't know, +4 or something. How expensive is that? Now, like, for science we can do. For science we can do. Unless we're crafting mace ourselves. 850 with +4. Fizz Leech, that doesn't do anything for us. That would do. You know, like maybe let's start with something a little bit less spicy for the starters, right? We don't need to spend 60 divines for something like that. Something a little bit less spicy is gonna... Bro, these are literally the same. These are literally the same, though. This weapon is not good. Also, we don't need attack speed. I don't really need attack speed on my mace. We're looking at this number, really. Only. 647 to 920 +4. So this is a contender. 612 to 929 with +4. 199 to 1000 with +4. Oh. And that's also with... Alright, this one is probably the best from the ones we've seen. This one is probably the best. So it's quite corrupted. It has rage on hit. This one is probably the best. Am I really spending 90 freaking divines on that? I don't know, man. I really don't know. I really don't think we need mace so expensive just to like test this out. Let's try a little bit less. I don't know, 699 +3 to skills. Okay, there we go. That's so much better. I mean, this one is the... No matter how we look at it, this one is the cheapest one, dude. It has attack speed, though. Just horrible. 599, 799. +4. 17 divs. Yeah. I think so. Two open suffixes, 700. Ah, you know what would be even better than that? I have an idea. I have an idea, boys. We can do something better than this. Corrupted? No. And probably make money at the same time. Oh, there we go. Bro, how did he know that I wanted that? Yo, this one is incredible, actually. Holy smokes, what a good mace. Okay, I'm getting that. 3 for 1 divine? Nobody bought that? Bro, this mace is better than many of those that we saw before. For 50. so much better. Top of that, we could divine that because the low on fizz is pretty low. But I mean, it's not that important. All right, you know what? Where's the Masterwork runes? Okay, there we go. You know what? I'm actually considering divining this. I think I could sell that for so much more later. Very good. This one, insanely low flat. Nope. 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 Really low, really high, 31, 125. Nope. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. This is what we wanted, boys. Now this maze right now, 666 with damage as fizz plus 3. Well, we're not going to sell it for 500 divs, but we definitely made... I could sell that easily for 50 divs. Easily for 50 divs. So we probably made like 40 extra, but we're not done yet. Are we? Let's try it. Let's try to use a couple. Let's try to use 3, shall we? There we go, 25 quality, boys. Wow. Wow. What a freaking maze, dude. Like, actually... Bro, this is better than the ones that we saw before for 100 divs. Easily. Easily, it's better. Like, the one that I was thinking about for buying for 90 divines, this one is easily better than this one. Like, 200 less maximum physical damage, but 33 of damage is extra physical. Like, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, and now we are... Oh boy. First of all, now we need to drop these nodes over there. Boom, boom, boom. We need to redesign this, like, quite a bit, by the way. So we're dropping these nodes, and that's gonna be for weapon set number 2, that's fine. These nodes, weapon set number 1, and the area, that's also fine. This, obviously, we're not getting. We need to put 1 point in Giant's Blood. Minus 1,000 freaking health. Beautiful. Freaking beautiful, boys. I love it. And now we need a shield. I think I had like a really good shield. Well, hold on a second. I think I had a really good shield in here. No, I saw the other one. Okay, we need to get a shield ourselves in that case. Shield with like a lot of armor, I would say, and armor applies to elemental, maybe PDR, and that's really it. So I don't know, 1500 armor applies 40% physical damage reduction. Shouldn't be too bad. 20 divs. 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1600, 1650. This one has strength on top of that, so it's a little bit life as well. Tier 2, 49 added ass. You know what? I think this is our contender right there. I think this is it. From all of these, this one's probably the best. 30 divs. I can sell it back if necessary. It's not a big deal. There we go. Nobody's scalping maces. True. It's one bonus, I guess, if you want to be playing maces, boys. I could divine that to get more. There we go. I think I'm gonna keep. Obviously, we could improve the quality also, but you know, that's not that important. Alright, so we have... we have 95,000 armor right now without scavenge plating. Damn. And 170 versus elemental. Additionally, the boots that we got ourselves today, we're gonna freaking use them, boys. We're gonna use them because they're unironically actually better than these. So there you go. So armor goes up to 220 versus elemental and 100,000. Also chaos res capped now. Honestly, these I could sell at this point. I wonder how much I would get for that. 30% quality. Oh damn. Oh boy. Oh boy. Really? What? Okay, something is wrong in here. They are that hard to get? I'm gonna put that manually in here, actually. Cooldown. Cooldown, recovery. Cooldown recovery rate, at least 27%. Boots. I don't know, 444 armor. What else do they have? Increased movement speed while sprinting with 30% movement speed. Movement speed, 30%. You know, the sprinting thing, I'm probably gonna keep. Total resistance. 35. I don't know, let's go. Okay. And what if we add strength in here too? This is one result. These are basically like mine for the most part. You know, I think that these boots are sellable for like 100 divs for sure. For 100 divs they are. Alright, so we got this, we have everything. Everything else is fine except for the amulet. And amulet we can solve very easily because I could just put amulet from... We don't really need to generate endurance chart. No, we do. We still do. So I could just put an amulet from the other character on this one to get +3 to skills. And that's the plan. I'm going to reinstall the game so I can give you some perfect boots. No. I'm good, man. Like everything that I need, I have already. So don't bother. Thank you, though. Thank you. Alright, this amulet we're gonna put in here. Is there anything else I need from this character? I guess this talisman. Okay, it's fine. Oh, and I guess these two. Rakyatas. Hakuna Matatas. And this. So many level 97 characters. So we keep over here. The amulet goes in. Boom. I lost so much freaking life. Oh, damn it. Okay, I need dexterity now. I mean, that's fine. I forgot that I don't stack strength anymore, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter, boys. Okay, there we go. This freaking armor is insane. Well, we lost a little bit now. Oh, it's because of the amulet, right? I need to allocate thaumaturgic generator on this one. I need to allocate this. I don't remember how it is. Is it Nasus build or Rammus? Kind of like Nasus. We're going to be bonking people really hard. Liquid emotion. Oceans. So for thaumaturgic generator, we do need melancholy. Should have that. Potent melancholy. There we go. Disgust and isolation. Not this one. Wonder how cheap it is now. Oh, damn. It's not even a divine anymore. Between Gemling, Titan, Shaman, which you think has best potential for HP and Destiny Amulet build? HP and Destiny Amulet, so you mean that for immortality? For pure immortality? Excuse me? What's going on in here? Oh, it's just... Oh, it's just... It's not ancient, it's just regular one. Please tell me there is a stash over here. Okay, there we go. Potent. Oh, okay, there's two different ones. Okay. That's much cheaper. Okay, and still... Okay, we have Endurance Charge Generation now. Well, Dante. Titan doesn't really have anything that's extremely strong defensively, apart from, you know, ability to stack a lot of armor. So Titan is like okay for that. Shaman, you can make yourself immune to physical damage, and Shaman has very powerful defensive node that gives you this adaptation stuff. So Shaman probably slightly higher when it comes to how tank you can get. And Gemling, you can do a lot of things with Gemling. Because with Gemling, you can do, for example, you can get Magma Barrier and get 90 all res just by equipping a shield. That's freaking insane, right? And then, like... It's really difficult to say. Honestly. It's really difficult. Alright, now, next thing we need... Behold, boys. Supercharged Slam. Plus 3. How much is that? 4 divines. 4 divines, bro. I can smell that a lot of people play that thing. Imagine finding Prism of Belief and identifying and seeing plus 3 and it's freaking Supercharged Slam. Damn it, dude. Next up, Supercharged Slam. Gem level 21. You can almost get 99 max block chance on Gemling. Well, you're not gonna get more on Gemling than on Warbringer. 7 divines for that? Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. You're not gonna get more on this guy than Warbringer. But generally, yes, you can get a lot, which is hilarious. All right. Okay, I think I'm going to drop this jewel for now. Wonder how expensive this jewel would be. Could be a pretty expensive jewel, no? With like fire pen armor. It's probably a pretty expensive jewel. 50 divines. And this character is not gonna work, by the way. I'm gonna have no regen at all. I'm gonna have no regeneration at all, dude. It's not gonna work. I was getting my regeneration from leap slamming, so like standing still using this, jeez Louise. Okay, but you know what? You can just tap it. You can just tap it and you already get 2, which is kind of cool. You can just tap it, and you can get 2. Which is interesting. Get 12% just from Magma Barrier, though. Yeah, but then you're gonna get, what? 4% from this. And there's some... You're not gonna get more than 70% on Gemling. Which is still like 91% block chance with Swallen. But that's true. Like, Gemling is busted. Gemling is just overpowered. Let's be honest. Alright, I don't have Crushing Verdict here. Nebulok for crit instead of a shield. No, because you can't use you can't use Supercharged Slam with one-handed mace. You can't. Just freaking hilarious. Alright. So we are putting Rakatas in here. Patatas. Charge regulation. All of a sudden, I don't have. Why? Oh, I don't have int. Of course. I don't have int. Alright, there we go. I'm really curious to see, though. I am curious to see. Let's do that. I mean, this is going to be my skill for both clear and for... Oh, that kind of sucks. Because that means that... Oof. Let's just see if it's going to clear, like, decently, okay? And then we're going to think. Ay, damn it, man. I would need to replace these jewels also, all of a sudden. I need to replace everything. There's so much replacing now. I mean, on paper, I don't need to. I can just drop Rakatas. I guess that's fine. And I still have a lot of fire penetration now. So that's fine. Alright, now support gems on this ability. So Supercharged Slam definitely once. Aftershock 2, I would assume. Okay, how much Aftershock chance do I have now? I probably have a lot. 57%. I'm gonna drop this. It is what it is. And we're gonna add this. Okay, that's 82%. Okay, that's kind of crazy. Every... Wait. Why every single one is an Aftershock? What? Okay, this one wasn't. I don't know, this chance for Aftershock is so freaking weird. Okay, okay. Now it's better. Okay, so it does work. Kinda works weird, but with 82%, basically every wave is Aftershocked. Every single one. Every single one. Do you guys see a single one that is not Aftershocked? I only have 82%. So I have no idea how this freaking... Okay, this one wasn't. Alright, there we go. Alright, that's good enough Aftershock chance, I guess. Alright, next up, channeling skills. Channeling skills. We have Bargain 2. This skill has gotta be freaking insane. On full stacks, it's going to be 40% more damage. Then... Not gonna lie, I'm thinking Fist of War 3. First. Fist of War 3. Not gonna lie, I'm thinking about that. The mana cost is going to be... Damn! Okay, I like that. This we can't do. I mean, I could just put an elemental armament, I guess. I could just put elemental armament in here. Elemental armament. Because we are going to be converting all of that damage to elemental, boys. To fire. Elemental armament. So this is pure fire damage, actually. 82 from streamer client gets what's up, man? Back on Titan. What's the plan? I'm literally going to be experimenting if supercharged slam is not a complete and utter meme. It basically what we're doing. I could honestly put an LE focus here too. I mean, do I care if I'm going to ignite people with this? I really don't. So elemental focus too. I mean, we could, for now, we could do magnified area for fun, to be honest. Magnified area. For even more area. I mean, look at this. Damn it, man. This area is actually kind of... That's kind of cool, man. Alright, I need to get to these block nodes. 26% block is not gonna freaking do it, man. I don't think. We do have a lot of armor, but... We only have 3,200 HP. So, that kind of sucks. I mean, respecting weapon sets too is not gonna do anything. I need my area also. So what the hell are we doing? I have the surround helmet. I mean, with this ability, probably this helmet is not that great all of a sudden. Probably not that great, man. Block. Do we have some block somewhere closer? We do. 7, 7, 12%. You know what? I guess I'm just gonna get this cluster and call it a day. So we need 3 points. And 3 points, huh? Okay, let's just... I don't wanna get rid of this. This is also not an option. This maybe? Lose even more life. So be it. Okay, 33% block chance. That's a little bit better. Oh, this would be good too. Hold on a second. You know what? Screw this cluster. There we go. I think this is gonna be more damage overall. We have some block chance, All right, 36. All right, now we're talking, boys. Also, channel nodes. Aren't they closer to the freaking druid zone? Yeah, they're over here. Forget about them. There are no channeling nodes. Not where we need them, at least. Here is the problem. If I'm using the... You know what? First of all, just forget about, like, weapon set number 2, right? Let's see if we can clear with this. Let's see if we can clear a map with this thing. Gloves are also... not what we need, because we need gloves with +2 to skills. So that kind of sucks. Leap slam. Okay, I do have Fist of War here. Alright, let's just run a map. Any map, really. Boom. Less recovery. Less recovery penetration. Yeah, great. That's like the worst offender. Less recovery again. Beautiful. This mod, they should freaking delete this mod from the game, man. Oh, we had Delirium here. Are these expensive Deliriums? No. Fine. Vorana instead of Magnified. That could work. Okay, we need to get Ancestral Cry. I could do it easier, by the way. We need to get Ancestral Cry. Okay, we got Ancestral Cry. I mean, guys, I would literally just rather freaking Leap Slam around. Like, tell me that Leap Slam is not better than this. Tell me that the Leap Slam is not better than this, man. Just tell me with straight face. Come on, man. Like, you're forced to be standing still, man. I know it's not like that slow now. Sure, the area is actually kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. This area is actually kind of fun. I'll give it to you. It's kind of fun to play. The damage is like not horrible either. Keep in mind that this is like pretty unoptimized, right? So we could get more for sure. But like, you're standing still in place, man. Aye. How are we gonna do with a boss? This is a boss with Delhi also. This is a boss with Delhi. Stunting, still charging, is still like a boss kill. Like, I mean, sure, you can bypass that by making a really tanky character, bro, but like, anyone normal is going to look at this, and they're just gonna laugh, man. They're gonna laugh in your face. The damage on this skill is not that freaking insane, not gonna lie to you. Sure, like, you know, I would need to make a lot of changes, and it would be much more. I could have like so much more damage, of course. This is not a good amount of damage right now, but this is without rage. This is without berserk, also. But I would rather just freaking invest all of that into Leap Slam, Prism of Belief, and all that stuff. And I would just rather freaking Leap Slam around, dude. I would rather just use Leap Slam, not gonna lie to you guys. Okay, let's go for big bonkers. I mean, that's big. That's big for sure. Okay, let's fight Diablo. Super ass slam. Yo, this guy can kill me. I'm cursed with Ellie weakness. Yeah, we did 800,000 damage to him with like the delirium debuff. Okay, but that's without Infernal Cry. I forgot I had it, boys. That's without Infernal Cry. Infernal Cry would actually give us a lot of damage extra as a bonus, for sure. I mean, like, it's working. Oh my lord. Like, I don't even know what to think about this, man. I don't even know what to think about this thing. Ugh. put Varana in here. Varana's car. No. Varana's siege. I don't think this one is too expensive, right? It's 23 divs. Instead of this, you know what? Let's run some freaking bosses. That's gonna be easier, I think, to have like a comparison. Let's run some bosses. And we're gonna run Raven. Raven Reflections. Dude, one is worth freaking 4 chaos. You serious? Oh, we are even here. Why are they scared to let us dual wield shields? Maybe in the future. Obviously, they would need to, you know, take their time to balance this properly first. Because, like, what do you like with dual wielding shields? What do you have? Like lucky block permanently, always. Like if one shield doesn't block, then the second one, you know what I mean. What do you do? I'm charging my supercharged slam. My ancestral cry, I mean. Now this build would need some regeneration. First of all, first and foremost, we would need to get some regen, boys. Double shield charge scaling, bro. Like, how would double shield wall work? Oh no, my buffs. No, man. I mean my thing over here. Okay, there we go. It's fully charged, boys. We're ready. Boom. Bam. I don't have my rage like maxed out usually, so it's kind of a problem. Okay, now I do. Oh, that hit pretty hard. I mean, look, you would need to it's no matter what you do, it's not going to be like a good ability to clear maps with. It's not. If you did a build where you have Leap Slam on the weapon set number 1, and then Supercharged Slam on the weapon set number 2, and all the damage notes from weapon set number 2 because we're missing them right now, you could for sure one-shot bosses with this. For sure, you could one-shot bosses. Yes, you could, boys. But you know what? we're gonna go back to the basics. Go back to the classics. Look at this ability, and look at what I'm about to show you. Watch carefully, boys. Watch freaking carefully. What level is my freaking Leap Slam in here? Level 20. We need 21. Want to see something? I'll show you something. Level 21. Gem level. Boom. 9 divines. You know what? For my beloved Leap Slam, I think it's worth it. Oh, I misclicked. Those flashbangs. I mean, the ability does look cool, though. I'll give it to you. Holy smokes! Where is the Leap Slam, though? Okay, there, there it is. 9 divines, 21. There we go. Next up, we need Prism of Belief. Leap Slam. This is gotta be cheap, right? There we go. What? 1 divine for Leap Slam, bro. It's like Leap Slam is the best warrior skill. What are you talking about, man? This is literally the best skill that warriors get. 1 divine orb? You're telling me that it's free? Okay, there we go. And leap slam over here. Boom. We're gonna change the supports for sure. Elemental damage, momentum, and here we're gonna put, well, Varana maybe, actually. Maybe Varana. Not too bad. Okay, this thing we're gonna keep over here. This level 20 is fine. Greater is whatever. Okay, there we go. Oh, hold on. No, 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 no. We need Aftershock here. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We need Aftershock in there. Holy Descent. Damn it, Holy Descent is a good freaking skill, dude. It is. But we're gonna not use this for now. You know, Lore Weave would work really nicely with this. But whatever. And then we need another mace. Preferably something like that. That'll be nice. 1.1, 450 to 650 with 1 damages extra chaos, plus 3 to skills. And power attacks deal 91% increased damage. You know what? I'm gonna give it a try. We have 1 in 3 chance that we're gonna make this weapon very nice. Very nice. So let's give it a try. Essence. Fire. Fire. We failed. It's okay. We failed, boys. Fine, we'll get it next time. Well, attempt number 2, I guess. Let's go. Attempt number 2. Wait, this weapon doesn't have... What the hell? This weapon doesn't... This weapon doesn't have flat at all. What? When in doubt, leap is king. That's the best warrior, the ability that warriors get. I'm telling you, boys. Okay, we hit it. Actually. There we go. 32 is fire. And this mace is freaking assy, but you know what? For now it will do. There we go. Shield goes, you know, down. Rakatas, no. Dialas, no. Okay, we're fine. And now this Leap Slam guy over here, believe me or not, boys, this guy does a lot of damage. I mean, let me show you, right? Let's do the Raven Reflection again. But also, I need to... Crap. We need to change the passive set a little bit. I'm gonna drop this. Obviously. I'm gonna drop this. 8 passive points. We're gonna get some damage over here. Gotta be completely honest with you. I do not... Well, on Leap Slam you could actually use these. That's fine. There we go. I don't know what damage notes I didn't have in this build before. Dude, I have like freaking so many damage notes taken already. Can do this. Can do this. Guess that's fine. I can do this. Alright, there we go. There we go. Supercharged Slam says goodbye. I doubt I'm gonna be using this ever. Leap Slam on weapon set number 2. And Armor Break on weapon set number 2. There we go. See how much damage Leap Slam is going to be doing against the boss. Holy smokes, that costs a lot of life. Damn. How much life does it cost? 700? Jeez. That's a lot, boys. And this animation is so cool. Our armor is not that great now, actually, anymore. Okay, we have this thing charged. Let's use it. The armor broken. Bro, like, I'm literally killing this dude in a few hits with Leap Slam alone. What's the point? I think I killed him faster with Leap Slam than I killed him with freaking Supercharged Slam. And then I can just swap Leap Slam to weapon set number 1 and literally just freaking clear maps with it. And I'm gonna be one-shotting basically everything. You know what I mean? I'm going to be basically one-shotting everything with this now. And obviously this is super unoptimized. This base is pretty garbage, let's be honest. This base is not great. Alright, let's do something. But for mapping we would need probably we would need a way to regenerate life. So we would need like Holy Descent for sure. So right now I don't have any recovery. Ah yes, the good old Leap Slam gameplay. That's what I'm talking about. You could still get Leap Slam to the point on with the right build, with Berserk and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure we will be doing like 3 to 4 million damage per Leap Slam. This is without +2 gloves. This is without like optimized passive tree. This is without many things. This is without Berserk. While being tanky. While having a lot of armor. I mean. It is a shame that you cannot make this skill very fast. It is a shame though. It's never gonna happen. What does Gemling get on Leap Slam? I think more area, right? I think it's more area. Dude, Gemling with Leap Slam would be even more crazy. 20% more, yeah. So you could get like 50% more area on Gemling with this. Okay, I have no idea where the boss is. Oh, the boss in this map was like somewhere in the middle, right? I think it was in the middle. It's like Gemling makes every build better this season. Yeah, there's gonna be some massive changes to Gemling, generally speaking. They cannot keep this. It's impossible to keep this. It's just bad for the game. You cannot keep this balanced. Because every skill that is good, Gemling is going to make better. Every skill that is really bad and need buffs, Gemling is going to make good. It's just... How do you balance that, like, ever? How can you balance this so that it's, like... You know... It makes sense. You can't. You physically can't. Is this a respec of Roy Carmel, a new character? Just respec. We've been testing Supercharged Slam and I don't know, man. I don't know how it's Supercharged Slam. Now I'm just playing for fun with Leap Slam as a main clearing and damaging ability. But yeah, Quarterstaff's still probably better, dude. I mean, I know I have shitty weapons, like the ones for like 1 divine. This one is worth more, but I don't have like really good weapons, especially this one I just bought for pennies. But yeah, dude. You killed 2 other mercenary ascendancies by default, pretty much. Because what they did to Gemling. Okay, let's be honest. This ascendancy, some people still play, right? Mercenary, I have no freaking idea. Mercenary, I mean Witch Hunter. Because previously, Witch Hunter, people played, because this was really fun to play with. This got freaking destroyed this patch. This was super strong defensively, right? This got destroyed. This got nerfed by... It was 35% less, now it's 50% less. It got freaking destroyed. So, I don't know. I guess if you want to have 2 builds, Weapon Master, then you can play Witch Hunter, but each new skill you have to play this twice. Sounds like development hell. Yeah, also true. I don't know what they're gonna do with this. I don't know. That's so much freaking management. Every league. And it's been like, you know what? With Oracle, with this tree over here, this thing, what is this? Unseen Path, right? With Unseen Path, at least, you know, they put these support, they put these passives on the tree, and they're kind of done with it, right? They're kind of done with it. Although this was already, I was like, I saw that, I'm like, what? Like, just special passive tree for 1 freaking ascendancy? What is this? But like with this, bro, and then they have Shaman. Shaman has this, right? So this will have to be balanced often also. Wisdom of the Magi. Because these bonded modifiers, they're gonna release something new, and some of the bonded modifiers will all of a sudden be broken. So they have to keep track of this one too. And we don't even have like, bro, we have like half of the ascendancies in the game. We're gonna have another 3 for Marauder. We're gonna have another 3 for Gladiator. We're gonna have another 3 for Templar. Another 3 for Shadow. I'm probably missing something. 3, 4, because the Shaman is missing 1. So that's 10, 13. 13 ascendancies we're missing still. Holy smokes, man. I'm starting your Ronnie Coleman build. I'm so excited. With 1k-ish divine investment, can you clear the hardest content quickly? Fully just expedition? Or will I need more investment? I'll be honest. Ronnie is a great build as a league starter. It's going to get you through campaign and all the content in the game very nicely, and it's very tanky and very smooth to play. You're not gonna die on him and stuff like that. But towards the end game, it starts lacking damage. At least the you know, the way I designed it. 200% Delhi, it's gonna take longer, and Grand Expeditions will take longer. So you have 1k Divines. It's a great build as a league starter, super smooth and good to, you know, to league start with. If you have 1k Divines, I would probably just go for something else. I'll be 100% honest. I'm not gonna praise my build when I know that this is its small weakness. That towards very late game, it starts losing a little bit of damage. Starts lacking a little bit of damage. Now that being said, your damage against bosses is still going to be incredible. Its only problem is that it lacks when it comes to clear a little bit. Now you can solve that. Yo, Lucky, thank you very much for 5 gifted subs. Now you can solve that a little bit. You can still play with it. If you're gonna get +2 melee skills on this on gloves, if you're gonna get +3 melee skills or even +4 on the amulet, if you're going to get +3 leap slam, prism of belief, then your clear is still going to be good. Even for 200% Delhi, it's still going to be fine. But you would just need to redesign the build a little bit to start doing more damage with Leap Slam. You know what I mean? And then, like at level 30 something of Leap Slam, well, maybe not even level 30 something, like level 27 or 28, you're going to start, like, you know, doing enough damage to clear simulacrums and stuff like that. You will. But that would require you to redesign the build a little bit and fit those bonuses to skills. And then you would be fine. I'm 99% sure that you would clear still with Leap Slam. I mean, I just cleared like a map and it was fine, right? But this Crater support that you have, also you would need to change Crater for something like Elemental Armament or something like that. It would just need some changes. You know what I mean? Just need some changes. So, yeah. And thank you very much for support, man. Really appreciate it. Momentum? Yeah, I've been using Momentum here all the time. I mean, Momentum is just crazy on Leap Slam, right? 40% more. So, yep. Alright, boys. And that is going to be it for today. A little bit shorter today. Thank you very much for watching. I am going to think if we do want to continue maxing the strength stacking, you know, project, the ritualist, or what the plan is going to be. But yeah, we're gonna try to do something new tomorrow. So, did you see a poison shield wall build? Any plans to make a poison build with maces sometime? Poison works really well on shield wall. I don't know if it's going to work that well on other mace skills. The shield wall hits once and really hard. So shield wall is a great option for almonds if you want to stack almonds. Shield wall is great for bleed, it's great for ignite, it's great for poison. It's a very good skill. You know, shield wall is, when it comes to single target, shield wall hits so much harder than other warrior skills that you don't even need to use almonds on this ability. Shield wall is capable of doing a hit of 15 to 20 million if you really focus on damage. Hit, without any almonds, just straight up 20 mil hit, right? So that's more than any boss in the freaking game. Like, that's basically, you're gonna be one-shotting like Grand Expedition rare monsters with this. So you don't even need to have almonds on this ability because it's already hit so hard. But on lower budgets, shield wall with almonds is definitely great. Ignite or bleed or poison, whatever you want, all of them are going to be good. So, yep. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Tomorrow we're coming back with some more Path of Exile Action, so stay tuned. Hope you guys will have a great evening, and